Origin and Historical Legends of Khotan-Karfi, IGU Kingdom. The traditional evidence proffered by our parents had showed that the origin of EGBIRA people nationwide was gotten from the time when our ancestors migrated from Sheba in Arabian Peninsula. EGBIRA was said to be the name of EGBIRA forefather. Meanwhile, EGBIRA as a tribe was adopted from the name of our forefather, called EGBIRA. In some historical version regarding the origin of EGBIRA, as it was narrated by other authors, EGBIRA is a word adopted to called EGBIRA people after the migration of EGBIRA from an old city called Beira, in the area of Kwararafa on the upper Gongola to the lower Benue Valley. The EGBIRA's people are known as a group of linguistic that had existence in Beira or Beira. So when they left these areas to another places, people identified them as the people of Beira city, which means people of Beira. Thus, the name of EGBIRA might probably originated from the word Beira. It's a place where EGBIRA people lived shortly in the territory of Ukari, in Kwararafa Kingdom of Jukun before migration to other places. This is accordance to some historical records. In a nutshell, the migration trend of EGBIRA people was traced to begin in 5th century. Although several biographies about the migration of EGBIRA already exists, but most narrow the history to their own geographical settlement location by their authors. The one presented here is the most populous amongst others, to provide a more focused account of all the descendants of EGBIRA people, right from the origin to their final abode. The EGBIRA people in Khotan-Karfi Igu Kingdom is not different from other mythology. EGBIRA is a dialect. It's a name of EGBIRA, forefather who migrated from Sheba in Yemen of the Arab Republic and moved via Sudan to Kukawa, close to Lake Chad, a city that later became the headquarters of Kanem Empire, now known as Borno Kingdom. EGBIRA people lived together in a certain communities who speak EGBIRA language that they called EGBIRA. EGBIRA language is a spoken dialect of EGBIRA people in Nigeria. It's one of the popular African languages. According to EGBIRA mythology, all EGBIRA people are descendant of a man called EGBIRA in Yemen. EGBIRA means an intelligent man or man of wisdom. It's a word that was derived or originated from wise man. EGBIRA people enjoyed liberty, trustworthy, advisor and guided mindfulness over what he feels right. Guidance provided by intellect for truth. These provides them with a unique sense of pride and independence. Yet they were not cut off from the outside world. In no longer a doubt that in pre-Islamic era, there were Arab kingdoms before Islam, such as the kingdom of Hira in Iraq, Sheba in Yemen, and Ghassanids in Syria. According to historical records, Arabian is divided into 3 geographic regions. Hijaz, a dry area parallel to the Red Sea, where are located the 2 major cities of Islam, Mecca and Medina. Najd, a mountainous region. Al-Rubu al-Hali, a desert areas. Its inhabitants, which included the new extinct Arab clans mentioned in the Quran, such as Madian, Ad, and Thamud. The pure Arabs descended from Yashjub ibn Qahtan. They were called the Benu Qahtan and were located in Yemen with EGBIRA and other tribes which are not pure Arabs. That was where EGBIRA was said to migrated from Sheba to Yemen and moved via Sudan to Nigeria in 9th century. EGBIRA people migration started exactly during the time when the dam of Sheba burst. Both Arabs and non-Arabs scattered in different directions. Arabs went north all over Arabian, some of them fled to Iraq, where they founded the Hira kingdom, and to Syria, where they founded the Ghassan kingdom, and EGBIRA forefathers moved on the southwest part of the Arabian Peninsula, through Sudan to Kukawa, close to Chad. In their company were others descendants of the people called Wapan, which included the tribes of Alago, Agatu, Idoma, Igala, and Junkun, whose ancestors also came from Yemen to Kwararafa Kingdom. EGBIRA history with the Wapan group can't be disputed based on correspondence in common culture, customs, traditions, words, and meanings in their various settlement in anywhere they are today. EGBIRA coexist with others tribes like Adi Dogara, Akpoto, Abon Amadu, Abon Awudu, Agwa Aza, Alago, Igala, Gunlapa, Kindatan Ndogwa, Ndondogwo, and Zikengye, just to mention a few in Ukari, that making them part of the Kwararafa Confederation before migrated to Ida and settled temporary and later moved through various places until they settled permanently in their final places outskirts of Ida. Juka nativity. Ukari or Ukari means you have surpassed or excelled, But the world is given a wrong pronunciation with stress on the W, which now sticks following repeatedly usage and documentary record, and its king. The Aku Ukari means the king who surpasses or excels all kings in the world. The founding of Wukari marked a significant phase in the Jukun history. This saw the town of a new Jukun capital and the transformation of its political structure. This was the first Jukun capital at Api or Baipi, which the Jukun had vacated. At its inception, specific sites were allocated to various families. Apart from Gondoku, i.e. Aku's palace, and it's surrounded by other prominent Jukun nobilities and peasant families were settled at some strategic areas of the town, which EGBIRA was one of them. But either EGBIRA migrated from Sheba in Yemen or Bira city in Quatarafa Kingdom, EGBIRA people are still found existence in Quatarafa Kingdom of Borno State rights from the time immemorial till today, and also in Ida environs. There exists a relationship between EGBIRA's Arabs and including those of the descendants of Wapan. These are group of Quatarafa origin, which was led by Appa or Api ruling house that fought wars as far as the present-day Zaria and Kano cities. Evidence of influence of this group, which was popularly known as Jukuns, are still found in Zaria, Gobir, Katsina, and Kano cities. In fact, there's mixed settlement by different ethnic nationalities and other groups within the town of Wukari, who are living peacefully together with the Jukun, from inception about above 450 years ago. EGBIRA leader Eje married a princess of Wukari who bore him a son called Ohime. He was appointed the chief of revenue collector or Sarkin Kasua in Hausa language. Some of his descendants were known to occupy this position in the past. Jukun admired our military strength of the EGBIRA people during the wars. Hence they mingled and interacted with the EGBIRA in Wukari to know the secret of our forefather power and to obtain charms, which they thought EGBIRA had. EGBIRA shared socio-cultural relationship with Jukun so much that they accorded special places in the royal court of Wukari. They intermarriage with Jukun, Igala, and others mixed settlement by different ethnic nationalities within the Jukun society. It is necessary to narrate the history of Wukari because the history of the EGBIRA people is incomplete without showing our connection to the Jukun. Wukari has a rich history and is the center of Jukun civilization, and it has a cosmopolitan nature. It has accommodated all kinds of people, as mentioned earlier, irrespective of tribe or religion. The Aku Uka established ruling dynasties of Bama and Bagya, Kuvion. The Jukun also established a number of chiefdoms which formed a confederacy under the ruler, the Aku of Wukari. From here, the Jukun subsequently exercised considerable cultural influence on several communities and ethnic groups in the Niger-Benue confluence region.
Hello, 1, 2. Testing.